Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play By the Time I Get to Phoenix, as recorded by Glen Campbell on guitar. Now this is an incredible song, of course written by the great Webb, and I'm going to break down the entire thing for you, and I'm going to use a capo on the first fret. Now if you don't have a capo, don't worry, you can still play this. It's just going to sound a little lower. You're going to be one fret lower because here I'm bumped up one fret with the capo. Before we jump in though, I want to hook you up with a gift right away. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that's just a one-page PDF, and it's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And I put it all on one page, and you can print it out and just put it on your music stand or keep it on your desktop as a super handy resource as you keep learning more and more about the fretboard. And this is going to show you how I look at the neck, and it's all based off just simple open chords. So you can grab your copy, just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboardguide or use the first link down below. All right, well with that said, let's break down this song. Let's break down how to play By the Time I Get to Phoenix, as recorded by Glen Campbell on guitar. Now we're going to start off with the intro chord progression that's 4 bars long. And you want to make sure that you have your capo on the first fret. And I'm going to be calling out these chords in the key of E. But because we have the capo on the first fret, the actual key of the song is F. But for our purposes, I'll just be thinking the key of E. Now we're going to start out with this progression. Here's what it sounds like. 3 and 4 and... Then we go into the verse right there, and Glen comes in singing By the Time I Get to Phoenix. So what I'm doing is I'm moving from an E major 7 to an A major 7, and then I'm combining a little bit of the bass part in there. I'm playing this little bass line on the low E string. So what I'm playing, the first chord is E major 7, and this is from the capo, 7 starting on the 5th string, then 6, then a bar, 4, 4, 4 with the index finger there. Okay, now we're gonna strum from 5 down, but then we're going to put this bass note in there. So that's just the open E. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so it's 3 plucks there on the low E. So chord, bass, bass, bass. Okay? Then we go to an A major 7. But we keep that E in the bass. This is such a cool sound. So what I'm playing here is now starting on the 4th string, 7, 6, 5, 4. All my fingers are lined up like this. And then the bass, the low E. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's it. That's our intro. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change it. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... From there, Glen comes in singing By the Time I Get to Phoenix, and we play this for the next 8 bars. So I'm using 2 chords here. I'm playing A over B, and this is a chord that Webb would use all the time. And we're going to start with just our index finger here. We're going to put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret. And we're going to cover also the 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. Sort of those middle strings all on the 2nd fret. Now you could bar all the way and go to the 1st string, but a lot of times I'll just play like 4 notes, just the middle strings. Okay, that's gonna go for 2 bars. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we'll go to that chord that we started on, the E major 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and again 2 Then that repeats. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. Okay? 2 bars on each chord. Now for the strumming, the main strumming pattern for this whole song is just an alternate strumming pattern. So I'm going down and then up. Just keeping that going. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and just a simple 8th note pattern with an alternate strum. Now, I talk a lot about this in my videos, but I like to think about this sort of as like a drummer. I play on the lower strings and then the higher strings, and this creates like a backbeat. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and that'll sound really great just behind a singer. Okay, that's the first 8 bars of the verse. Then we've got 8 more bars we go. I love this part right here. Woo! That's some awesome writing right there. So what I played, I started out on the A major 7, again a chord from the intro. Then I went to the A over B. It's just the 2nd fret there. Then I went to a G sharp minor, which this is a bar chord at the 4th fret. 4, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4. Remember, that's from the capo. I know it's confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And then we'll move down to C sharp minor. So this is from the 5th string down, 4, 6, 6, 5. Okay, so A major 7, A over B, G sharp minor, C sharp minor. Now I'll keep that same strumming pattern going. Then there's a little bass line you could do. You could do that right there. So as you play the A over B, in that bar there, you would go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you just play the 5th fret of the low E, and that's like a walking bass into the G sharp minor. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, then we go to F sharp minor, which is the same as G sharp minor, just 2 frets lower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And this is my favorite chord right here. That's so good. So that's just a D chord, right? And that D chord is not in the key of E. But it's such a nice change at the end of the phrase. It just gives you this surprise chord. And then A over B again. So this whole second part of the verse goes like this. 3, 4, and... Okay, then we go back and everything goes again 2 more times. Now here's how we end it. The final time, the last verse, we're gonna have a little different ending coming off the F sharp minor. So here's the last verse. We're playing it same as before, E major 7. Down, down, da 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 da. Da, da, da. A major 7, A over B, walk the bass down, G sharp minor, C sharp minor. Okay, here's the ending. This is our variation. Fades out on these 2 chords. So again, we've got this awesome element of surprise here. It's like you think you've heard it, we're going through the progression, and then all of a sudden this new chord comes in, and it's like this breath of fresh air. So here we got F sharp minor to A over B. Then I went to the intro chords, E major 7, A major 7. Okay, then F sharp minor, then literally in like the last couple bars of the tune, the song changes keys. So here's F sharp minor, and then it goes up. I'm gonna bring this chord up 2 frets to G sharp, but I'm gonna make it major. So I'm gonna put down that middle finger, and then we end on this C sharp chord, major to C sharp 11, which is just like that A over B, but again, remember that chord, right? Jimmy Webb keeps using it. And it just fades out on those 2 chords. Congrats on making it through this classic Glen Campbell recording of By the Time I Get to Phoenix. Be sure to take it slow. I know there's some advanced chords in there, some major 7ths, and some different slash chords like A over B, and it's definitely not just the basic open chords. But take your time with those shapes and just know that you have to give your hand time to get used to sort of the muscle memory of those chords. So just keep putting your fingers on it each day, and then over time it's going to become more and more natural. And to help you even more with this, make sure to download my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And it's really just a snapshot of how I think about mapping out the entire fretboard. So just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. Also, if you're into more Glen Campbell songs, I'm putting together a playlist here on my channel of a ton of Glen Campbell songs, so I'll leave that linked up down below. But before you go, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment and let me know your #1 song that you would like to see me teach here next on the channel. Thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you in another one real soon.